Feeling somewhat thankful today. Of course, it's the weekend, so I'm always doing better on the weekend when I'm able to parent not alone. And so I'm able to take care of my needs and everything's going a little slower. So I do kind of feel less insane on the weekends. And during the week, I'm just like, Mondays are real hard, Tuesdays get better. Wednesday and Thursday, I'm doing pretty good, and by Friday I'm like ready for the weekend. And then the weekend, I enjoy the weekend. At least I'm getting to a point where I can actually enjoy the weekend, because I was not able to enjoy the weekend because of, sorry about that wind that just started, because I was dreading the week. But, I took a walk in nature and kind of realized that God, He has a plan, right? So He knew it was going to be hard during this little season. Not only is it hard because our parents have lived through the little season, and so their trauma has been compounding for generations, because after the millennial reign, I'm sure things got hard. And, at the worst, our ancestors were the ones who stayed behind and weren't following Jesus. Because the camp of the saints, if that's a thing, which I believe it is, because I believe in the Bible, and I believe Jesus did what He said He would do, and He returned within the generation of the people that He was living, because He told them He would. He said, some of y'all won't taste death till I return with my kingdom, like when I'll return before you taste death. So obviously He returned already. So the fact that most Christians believe that we're still waiting for Jesus to return just goes to show we're in the little season of deception, when Satan's been released to deceive the world for a short while. And short, we don't know how long that is, but we'd like to believe it'd be super short, because it's hard. This is a hard season to live in. So He has a plan, and either He's chosen us specifically for this generation because we're strong and we can stay strong through the trials of it and how hard it is, or we're descendants of people that didn't follow Him during the millennial reign, and didn't follow Him wherever He went after the end of the millennial reign, chose to stay behind, or maybe they had to. Maybe it was like, look, I gotta go, try to stay strong. But I saw that in a comment on Leaving Babylon's channel, her post recently, that she was saying Revelation 22, the verse in there that says, telling people to come, like, come on, like, come. I don't know if that's just because when I read that, I'm just like, okay, come, like, just maybe just like a metaphor, like, come to me, like, spiritually. But as we've woken up to the truths of the Bible and how literal it actually is, He could literally be saying to literally come to where He is. And if we think we know where He is, there may be a way to get there. And, some of us with families and stuff, I don't know if we're going to take an Arctic voyage anytime soon. And the people that go, if they go and find it, well, they're not going to be in our society to be able to post anything about it. They're just going to disappear. And there are books like Journey to the Center of the Earth, and I think more than that even, where like in the 1800s people did voyage there, and one person did come back, and I think they told him, like, if you leave you can't come back. He still left for some reason, but he said it was a wonderful, magical place, and I'd like to read that book, and I probably will one day. once I finish the 6 books I just bought, because I'm learning about something else right now, trying to get my family well, because all the toxins and all the poison food have finally affected one of us enough to where I'm like, okay, all right, it's not cutting it or eating healthy, because we're not really eating healthy. We say we do because I know how to eat healthy, but life is so busy that it's easy to excuse, like, oh, we're just gonna swing by there and get some fries and this and that. But it does affect you eventually, especially if you're not eating any nutrient-dense food, really, when you're throwing away all the fat and the bones and the skin and the cartilage and all the stuff they, don't really like to make palatable for us these days, because, we've just been trained to not like that stuff and to not like liver. It's literally all the stuff that will keep you thriving. So now when I make my soups, I make my stocks, I just blend. I take off all the cartilage, all the skin, all that little stuff that you would just trash and you'd keep, like the muscle meat to put back in your soup. Well, I keep all that in a separate pile now, and I boil it even more in some stock and get it super soft, and then I immersion blend it